Jameis going to look to throw right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Winston. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On play action, Winston. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. So after the INT, it's Brady. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And this will be taken at the 13. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Kamara. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Jameis to throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Now Winston on fourth down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Levante David in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 5. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. play fake. Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have regained the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Now White lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Evans comes in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Brady gives this to White. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ingram again. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
In motion right is Jones. On 2nd and 10. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Succop's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
In motion right is Evans.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 2, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back, because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. On 1st down, Brady. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Jones will come now in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A very solid gain of 27.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
In motion right is Jones. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jones will come now in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 27 yards. And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now this throw caught left side. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 69 yards. And the Saints have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear,
He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play fake, Winston. The pass caught by Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace.
Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Saints 30, Buccaneers 17. Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Now Brady again. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Brady. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brady's going to sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Winston on 3rd and 2. That's out to the flat for Ingram. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 31, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go play action. Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, 66.
Brady to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now Brady. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Winston to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards.
And the Bills will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Allen. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing now is Brady.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It's complete to Diggs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Allen escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. William Golston able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, set.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 13 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Allen off the play fake.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A final shot before half for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Brady now on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
On play action, Allen sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Allen going to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen going to go on 4th down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 63 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
He's got him in, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 66 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Alert, alert, alert!
Pressure comes. Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. He's at the 50. 30. 10. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, an even 90 yards. And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Brady got to have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 36 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try now for Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, this was a game for the ages, wasn't it? 6 touchdown passes. He had this offense running to its absolute peak efficiency. And I tell you what, that's as good a game as you'll see at the quarterback position.